Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening I bid to all. My name is SITI KHAIRUNNISA, BINTI SAMUDIN with matrix number A1A170103. Today we will be discussing on several ways and guides to improve the quality of our life in the workplace to create balance of works and social life. Key professionalism of giving orders at the workplace is very important. It includes personal appearance and hygiene, body language, and language of communication that we use. When at the workplace, it's very important to always take further precaution rather than having bad consequences, especially at the workplace when it involves our colleagues, superiors, and clients.
Right.
אני לא מבקש לך לקנות את הסטאק.
Of course you never heard of them. They're up and comers. That's what that means.
3 cents a share. That's $3. You cheap fuck.
So, where are your quotes from?
Okay, great. Well, reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute? Name of the company, Aerotine International. It is a cutting-edge, high-tech firm out of the Midwest awaiting imminent patent approval on a next generation of radar detectors that have both huge military and civilian applications. Now, right now, John, the stock trades over the counter at 10 cents a share. And by the way, John, our analysts indicate it could go a heck of a lot higher than that. Your profit on a mere $6,000 investment would be upwards of $60,000.
Effective communication in the workplace is important in the leadership role, especially when you want to give instructions that involve multi-steps instructions, whether it does assignment, a group discussion, meeting, and giving orders. In order to obtain such achievement and outstanding outcome, language that we use to giving orders and communicate is very important. Understanding of language skills is important for inter-office communication as well as connecting with external clients. The 4 common language skills are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Mastering these skills could make us more thoughtful communicator who understand the needs of those around us. Other than that, miscommunication happens when the language that we use is mostly mistaken and misunderstood. There are some effects of poor communication in business, especially in sales and marketing industry. Firstly, stress in the workplace. Poor communication can create a feeling that everything on your to-do list is urgent, causing you and others to hurry, feel tense, overwork, and have little to no sense of humor. Secondly, unmet needs and expectation. Lack of communication causes unmet expectation. Teams miss deadline, clients miss appointments, and people on the project do not seem to know what their roles are. Thirdly, there are arguments and other relations breakdown. If you have ever opened your work email inbox only to find an accusatory message from a colleague, employee, or boss, you have probably experienced the sense of frustration, anger, hurt, fear, and helplessness that come with unhealthy workplace communication. Fourthly, low morale and high turnover. When people are dealing with intense emotion, they spend more time than normal on emotional management. Fifthly, when things are going wrong both at work and at home, it is unusual to experience consequences to mental or physical health. Next, there will be dissatisfied clients. It can be a sign of poor communication because when teams miss deadlines or appointments, superiors tend to be frustrated and stressed, but so do clients. Lastly, if poor communication can impact stress levels, deadlines, morale, health, and the bottom line negatively, then good communication can have a positive and healing effect. Thus, improving communication is very important to enhance communication skills, especially in business industry. In conclusion, poor communication could lead to misunderstanding because of the different presentations that happen between co-workers, especially when it's involved of giving orders, instructions, and discussions. That's all from me. Thank you and
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Aqilah. So I'm going to continue the explanation is made just now. I'm going to point out what is some bad and good language or way of communicating we can use to talk with someone, especially our client. Just like the short pitching scene from the Wolf of Wall Street movie, we can see the bad pitching from the worker where they oversell it. So during a conversation or a process when you are promoting your product to your client, do not ever push too hard on them because it will make them feel uncomfortable, and this situation will just make them uninterested in what you are doing. Next, in the video 2, we can see how harsh their conversation is with your clients. Some of them even use curse words. It seems like they are fighting on the phone. So you have to mind your language and do not ever use any curse words when you are talking to someone in your workplace, including your own workmates. After that, do not ever give up on your product promotion or pitching. You have to be confident all the time, just like Leonardo DiCaprio in that scene, as long as you have a clear knowledge about the product. Being confident whenever the client asks about your product will assure them that they are not going to be regret in investing or using the product you are promoting. Alright, so what you have to do when you are meeting your potential client or investor, first, do come prepared with time pictures. You have to set a time where it's not too long and too short to make sure you have explained everything to them. Second, do tell a story time about your product with your client, so they will be curious to know more about it. Finally, do show patience and competence, where patience is the driving force. As a promoter or marketing people, you have to prove that you have the industry knowledge, business skills, and all that it takes to make sure your client trusts in your product.
Good morning. Chris Gardner. Chris Gardner, good to see you again. Chris Gardner, pleasure. I've been sitting out there for the last half hour trying to come up with a story that would explain my being here dressed like this. And I wanted to come up with a story that would demonstrate qualities that I'm sure you all admire here, like earnestness or diligence and team playing to something. And I couldn't think of anything. So the truth is, I was arrested for failure to pay parking tickets.
Parking tickets?
And I ran all the way here from the Polk station, the police station.
What were you doing before you were arrested?
I was painting my apartment.
Is it dry now?
I hope so.
He said you're smart.
I like to think so.
And you want to learn this business.
Yes, sir, I want to learn this business.
Have you already started learning on your own?
Absolutely.
Next, we are going to pointing out about body languages using the Chris job interview scene in the Pursuit of Happiness movie as reference. Body language is the process of communicating through non-verbal signals, including things like our posture, face expression, gesture, and more. Body language vary from each culture, but sometimes we instinctively read and interpret body languages as some expressions of moods, feelings, and attentions. Especially body language during interview plays a very important role in making or breaking your career. The first point is the right greetings makes a good impression, especially during a job interview. Alongside the visual impression that you give, the right greeting says a lot about you as a candidate. Greet your interviewer with a short, firm handshake while making eye contact, and give a friendly smile will help you to give the impression that you are a self-confident person who is genuinely pleased to meet someone new. Secondly, use hand gestures with caution. While hand gestures are a great way to express yourself, but please be careful not to overuse this type of body language, especially in an interview, because it can make you appear fidgety and disingenuous. So, if you are unsure what to do with your hands, folding them together or holding them on your lap. Last but not least, a posture. Sitting up straight gives an automatic signal of confidence and reliability. Keeping arms open and uncrossed will communicate a warm, friendly message of confidence. Despite of Chris' non-professional appearance, he managed to impress his interviewers not just with a wonderful communication skill but also with a great body language that he used.
Hi everyone, my name is NURSYAFIQAH BINTI SONI. Today I want to review a film and discuss about a body language. Based on the Pursuit of Happiness movies, there's do's and don'ts face expression that an applicant should avoid and strive during a job interview. Firstly are the eyes. Eyes are capable of revealing a great deal about what a person is feeling or thinking. So, as an applicant, you should maintain your eye contact. Make eye contact with every panelist to look confident and convincing. If you get nervous, look at their nose for a few seconds. Then, you should avoid stare blankly. Eye contact and staring is different. Don't maintain an eye contact more than 15 seconds, cause it will make interviewer uncomfortable. You have to be the focused person that they are looking for. Secondly, the mouth. A smile may be genuine. Smiling is one of the greatest body language signals. Smile and make them aware of your pleasant and agreeable persona. Plus, it will make you less nervous. Lastly, don't purse your lips. Tightening the lips might be an indicator of distaste, disapproval, or distrust. If you have these habits, you should practice some ways to stop that. You have to impress the interviewer, not irritate them.
Okay, Ryan, you told Toby that Creed has a distinct old man smell.
I know exactly what he's talking about. I sprout mung beans on a damp paper towel in my desk drawer. Very nutritious, but they smell like death.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is NURSYAFIQAH binti HASHIM, matric number A171012. I will present my part, which is hygiene in workplace. Hygiene is the condition or practices conducive to maintain health and preventing disease, especially through cleanliness. This is because all workplace environment need to be hygiene and safe for both employees and visitors. This applies to all, not just workplace, involved in handling food and personal products. A solid workplace hygiene policy is the best way to ensure employees maintain a clean workplace. Each workplace will require different hygiene requirements. Certain tasks or industry may also create risks which require additional protection than those discussed below. However, below are some key areas all workplace should consider for their workplace hygiene policy. Next, hygiene is important to the workplace because it contributes to a healthy workforce. A healthy workforce is a happier or more productive. A healthy workplace also means workers take less sick leave, which all reduce the huge cost that sick leave places on small business.
Hi and a very good afternoon. I am AZMATH MANSURA binti YUSOF with the metric number A170978. So today I'm going to talk about hygiene. What is hygiene? Hygiene is a condition or practices conducive to maintaining health and preventing disease, especially through cleanliness. So how hygiene can cause miscommunication in workplace is: poor hygiene might be bad manners, but lacking the courage to talk face to face is even worse. So talk to your person in a kind of and compassionate way, and don't think you can get around your phone signs by writing a thoughtful yet still anonymous note either. So this will likely leave the person feeling isolated and embarrassed, and have them looking over their shoulder all the time, wondering if everyone is laughing behind their back. Handled properly, a careful intervention will be benefit not only to others in the workplace, but also to the employee concerned, as poor hygiene is often an obstacle to successful social integration with co-workers. Thank you.
Conclusion: language and communication in the workplace is imperative. In the leadership role, when we communicate effectively, it can improve professional environment, avoid misunderstanding, and encourage a healthy workplace. Other than that, body language is a significant aspect of modern communication and relationship, because through body language, It shows our emotion in subtle way, either it's script, positive vibes or not. It's included gesture, facial expressions, and non-verbal communication. Hence, it's highly important to have proper body movement and posture while speaking. It helps to break the barrier of unfamiliarity and helps to form a better connection with the recipient of information. Lastly, hygiene and personal appearance is very important too in the workplace because it helps to keep a workplace healthier, more productive, and happy. Personal hygiene is very important to keep ourselves tidy, clean, and approachable, and display professionalism. This includes personal appearance because appearances show the effort, time management, and personalities. That's all from us. Thank you and good luck.